everybody. We're back.
I'll break you.
Our Thursty Thursday block. We just got finished with an FNW that was really good. Really good. A lot of good matches in there. Excited for our up and coming pay-per-view, which is our WrestleMania of the Classic coming up next month. And looks like we're going into some really good matches. It's gonna be for there. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be effing classic.
It's gonna be effing classic. So we did a Thursty Thursday, which this week was Redbud, Blueberry, and Acai.
Acai. Anything better than Acai.
It's a Berliner Weiss, and it's from the Independence Brewing Company here in Texas. Don't know where, but anyways, it's not bad. It's not amazing, but it ain't bad.
Not Martin House.
Not Martin House. So far, we are 0 for 3 on Martin House. 0 for 2.5, I guess.
Like, is it in 3?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Cream, the pizza beer, and then
Don't even mention the pizza beer.
I still got some.
the weird
No.
Yeah, we
I
got
told him we
That's
should.
what was sitting in it.
I told him we should take this off and put it on the pizza beer for you.
I would smell it. I smelled the beer before, and if I was to smell pizza, I would have set it back down and just looked at it.
Yeah, we a couple weeks ago we tried some pizza beer.
Space
Which is-
pizza.
Exactly what it sounds like.
Disgusting.
Horrendous.
Disgusting.
And but yeah, we try new beer every new liquor, beer, wine, whatever every week. Something
A
new
new
feature.
drink.
And then we have our old reliable, the Caman Jack margaritas and the Dos Equis.
Dos Equis in.
And he's got the Dos Arita.
I got the Dosarita.
Grocerita.
So if you're watching this here, we also have our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/F Gaming. And you can watch us. It's a bit more of a cleaned up version of this. Kind of some of the stuff that we're just rambling and we add some pictures to what we're talking about and add some videos and little funny clips. So it's a little bit cleaner. So if you missed it here, you can watch it there. And if you're watching this on YouTube, we do this live start off every Thursday at 8 on twitch.tv/F Gaming. And you can watch us live and hang out with us and comment and talk with us, and we love to chat. But yeah. I got stuff.
I got stuff.
I'm trying to
I've
open
got-
Google for like 10 minutes now.
I've got some kind of bad news.
Oh God.
Why do you always
it's
leave
It's
with the
always
bad
you
shit?
with the bad news.
Yeah, we're gonna lead off with some bad news.
I got some bad news for you.
For me?
No, for him.
Me?
Yes.
Okay, this is actually kind of sad. So there's a video that's been going around lately of Tony Hawk. It looks like he's skating at just looks like some local skate park, a half pipe, and apparently it's for the last time ever. So the caption read, "Tony Hawk has been doing tricks." They're videoing him doing the tricks. Tony Hawk has been doing tricks for the last time ever. Quote, for the last time ever, since his body is getting too old. His body getting too old to do them anymore. So now I guess he's hanging up the skateboard.
I think
Last time.
I think I'm going to correct you, Drew. I think it was the last specific trick. It was the
You think so?
Ollie 540, and it said that's the last one he's going to do. But I think he just meant that specific trick. I think he's still
Yeah, but I
skateboard,
mean,
but I don't think he's going to go to the extremes.
yeah,
anymore.
he's just gonna.
Like he's still going to skateboard, just not like he did at one point.
Oh, really?
Because he's
Think so?
got to be what, in his 60s.
Yeah,
Close
63,
to
I
it.
think.
Yeah, his birthday is the same day as mine, actually,
Oh, really?
May
Nice.
12th. Yeah.
I don't think I have any people on my birthday.
52 years old.
52.
Oh, God.
damn.
Sorry,
But I mean,
Tony Hawk.
think it's a.
Sorry,
I mean,
Tony
it's a
Hawk.
physical sport. So.
I don't. If you ever see this, I didn't mean to overestimate your age that much. But happy birthday, buddy! Birthday.
So,
I
yeah,
mean,
this
look
is-
at him.
I mean,
though. He's rough.
it's kind of sad though. Even his last move. I mean, he's probably not too long before he hangs it up.
He actually stops. Yeah.
I mean, because there's only so much your body can take, and that's sad. That sucks. Like, I grew up watching Tony Hawk.
Yeah, it's Tony Hawk.
Yeah. I mean,
I watched
he's
the 900 live.
Yeah, I watched that too. At the
Yeah.
X Games in San Francisco. San Francisco, and the was it 99 X Games.
Like Travis
Pastrana doing the
and his
backflip.
backflip.
Yeah. And I'm watching that video, it kind of teared up a little bit.
Yeah, I was kind of sad because he got a little emotional too.
Yeah, he did. So they said that he was kind of crying when he was talking to the kids.
He was crying whenever he did it.
Yeah, like he's one of the reasons that I have so much respect for skateboarding. Like I've never been a skateboarder because I've always grew up in an area where it just wasn't available. I grew up in the country.
Yeah.
And now Weatherford has like a skate park, but then they didn't have anything. And where I grew up was even outside of the town.
And see, I grew up
down a little country road.
When I was a kid, I skateboarded a lot.
Oh, really?
Like, I did a lot. Me and my cousins did. And then, like, we used to go to skate park all the time. I mean, Tony Hawk was a huge reason behind me. I was like, oh, really? Playing Tony Hawk Pro Skate?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Huge
So
reason.
do a little thing on Tony Hawk with this sad news. So Tony Hawk is referred to as the Babe Ruth of skateboarding. Kind of like, pretty much like the king of the half pipe. Like you growing up, like he already was like a prodigy when he was a kid, but he took skateboarding from like a little underground sport to a household.
Let's see how old that video
is. I know, right? You can show this on there.
I'm looking for it.
His
last
Ollie
trick.
540.
Yeah. So he's already a popular name kind of growing up. You can watch like the Dogtown, Z-Boys versus Dogtown, like these old videos. You can see him as a kid, like skateboarding. And so he's already had a popular name skateboarding. He invented around over 80 aerial tricks, including the Madonna. He skated alongside Bob Burnquist and Bucky Lasik. And see, that's thing that there was pretty famous popular skaters like before him. There's the Zephyr team, Stacy Peralta, Tony Alva, Craig Stasic, Skipping Mom. You know, these guys were revolutionary in changing skateboarding forever. And so what he did is he took what they had and just raised the bar to a whole, just blew the roof off of it.
He's like, arguably not only one of the most popular skateboarders ever, but like the most popular vert skateboarder ever.
Yeah. He's definitely like, he's like, when you think of skateboarding, that's like even people who don't really
you don't know skateboarding,
you
and
know
like,
Tony Hawk.
Like it's Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
And I love seeing the tweets of people not knowing who he is. And they're like, they're like, oh, like Hawk, like Tony Hawk? Like, yes, exactly like Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Or like him and his kid were at the doctor's office and they're like, Anthony Hawk, kind of like Tony Hawk. Are you related? And it's like, yes, we're all directly related to Tony Hawk. Like,
so yeah, they were already famous skaters, but I say famous, they're really famous in the underground circuit. They started getting kind of popularity, and then he comes out and busts the 900 at the X Games in San Francisco in '99 and just blew the freaking lid off of the sport. And after that, it was MTV. Like the 900 was impossible.
Yeah,
like it was impossible to do. And even it took him a long time to be able to do it. He suffered through broken bones, broken ribs, teeth knocked out, several concussions, back injuries, and even earlier in those X Games, it took him like 11 tries before he could actually get it. And finally, on that 11th try, he did it in front of like 8,000 people, and of course, it was live.
Yeah! Yeah, keep it going, Keep it going.
Keep it going, everybody.
Come on, let's see it. Come on. Okay. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9.
Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. He ain't giving up. He's never gives up. That's how come he's who he is. Remember that. That's how you get to the top. We got Colin McKay, we got Bucky, we got Andy, and we got Bob, all doing everything to cheer him on, and he's just gonna step up to the plate and hit a homer here tonight.
I don't know where he's getting this energy. These guys been going on. That's it. Tony Hawk. Get the voodoo vibe going. Get him going. Pushing it up.
Everybody picture it. Here we go. Feel it. Are you kidding me? Yeah, look at this. Tony Hawk, everybody. Yeah, look at this. Down there in the Boston, it's Tony Hawk, Sal Masakela, Andy even got him, Bucky Lassick, they got Tony on their shoulders. Who would have ever thunk it? Tony Hawk!
Because the X Games
Yeah,
were
see,
trying to be
last
live
ever
then.
Ollie 540.
Oh, okay,
So not his last trick ever.
okay.
But his last.
But I
ever
mean,
Ollie 540.
really though, it's pretty much his last really big trick.
Yeah. I like the videos of. I think he posted on his Instagram a while back, but it was, and I say a while back, it was a while back because his daughter was a lot younger.
Yeah.
But he's skating around with her, like he's literally like he's got her with him and he's skating.
He was
We were
holding her,
like,
wasn't he?
That's so unsafe, and he's like, I'm been
Some fucking Tony
skateboarding-
Hawk.
Yeah.
I've been skateboarding for 40 plus years.
Yeah.
Like not unsafe.
Here we go.
Yeah. See, I mean, how many other big tricks can he really... Like, he's not going to do another 900 again.
Yeah.
He's not going to do this one again. And, yeah, there it goes.
Woohoo!
And he's like cool dude, too. That's the thing. He's, like, super nice. Oh, it's just freaking sad, dude.
You feel bad, but at the
Breaks
same
my heart.
time, like,
Kind of sad. Oh, sick, dude.
His son's a really good
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm a little sad.
Oh,
like it's sad, but at the same time, like this man's had a career
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
One of
skateboarding.
the most
I never had
polished
much finality to
extreme
anything. but
sporters ever.
That
Yeah.
definitely was the last one I'll ever do.
Exactly. He was
Everybody
doing
knows who
exactly
Tony Hawk is.
what he was born to do. I mean, he was born to be a skateboarder.
Like everybody knows who Tony
and he
Hawk
took full advantage of that. And
Like, do you
Which
follow
is amazing.
skateboarding? No. Do you know who Tony Hawk is? Yeah.
I've heard that name before.
I've played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah. Of course, after he busted out the 900 came MTV, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games, which were massively successful. He did tons of cameos and TV shows, movies. Like I said, nobody's ever been able to do that before. So he did it, and it just catapulted him into the stratosphere. But yeah, I used to love watching the X Games. I got to watch that. And hopefully, eventually, I hope this becomes like an Olympic sport. BMX finally became an Olympic sport back in 2008, Beijing Olympics. I watched the Olympics like crazy, and I was watching that, and they're like, next is BMX. I'm like, what?
What?
That's so
And
crazy.
it's just a little course that they do, but it's cool. It's fun to watch. I imagine it won't be too long before.
I still love watching the X Games.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I absolutely love
Like, it's
watching.
like
So maybe eventually skateboarding will
just
be an Olympic
merge.
sport. Yeah, it's like he's one of the biggest pioneers in the sport. So it's kind of hard to watch someone whose life's ambition and passion, and someone who gave so much to something. It's hard watching them get older and start to hang it up a little bit. You know, their body start. They still want to do it, but they can't do it anymore. And it's kind of hard to see. It's kind of like watching like an old wrestler, that's getting old.
Yeah.
And you know that their career is really behind them, like Flair or even Shawn Michaels, or it's getting close to retirement age, but they're trying to get or like an old musician playing his last show or a comedian doing his last set. It's just kind of sad.
Like watching Metallica get old.
Yeah. It's hard watching somebody that you grew up with and it was always the cool guy. Then you started to see him get. I remember the band I saw. It's not the Toadies, but it's kind of like. It was
Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys. Like you watch them growing up, and then I watched an interview of them the other day. Like they're all like dads now.
Yeah,
they all dress and look like dads.
Didn't one of them die?
Yeah, I think one of them died. But yeah, it's just.
Yeah, he had AIDS.
He had AIDS.
It was AIDS. Beastie Boys, don't you let the beat.
So yeah, that's stuff. I know, and I love watching them, and it's yeah, it's cool growing up in that era because we grew up like during a cultural revolution. The music was amazing, the movies were amazing. Stuff like skateboarding was just starting to become big. You got to watch like the greatest moment in wrestling history, like the Attitude Era. The NWO. Get to watch NWO come up and go. Rise and fall.
I was way off.
Watch DX.
Not AIDS.
Not AIDS.
Easy.
You got to see Stone Cold and
I always thought it was
Vince.
AIDS.
You got to see The Rock and Triple H and Mick Foley during their prime. Got to see Tony Hawk, doing his thing. It's like seeing Tony Hawk getting older, but
oh yeah, the Undisputed Era just broke up. That's right.
What is
the Undisputed Era?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's about it. That's about all. Just it's sad seeing him doing his last big major trick.
He died of a I can't say the word, parotid gland that was cancerous in a lymph node.
Oh, that's not Tony Hawk.
Not Tony Hawk.
Not Tony Hawk. This was MCA from Beastie Boys. Tony Hawk's still alive.
Tony Hawk's still alive. And he's getting older, which is sad. But yeah, dude, I watched that video and I'm like, they played the sad music behind it. I'm just like, dude, I feel so bad.
Ruined my day.
So sad. I started tearing up a little bit.
Hello, so darkness, my old friend.
But yeah, so Tony Hawk is kind of semi. I guess. I mean, he's retired already, but he's even getting to where he can't do much as he used to. Yeah. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got on that.
You got.
We're with you, Tony Hawk. I'll give you cheers. Cheers, Tony Hawk.
Cheers, Tony Hawk.
Cheers, Tony Hawk.
Birthday, buddy.
You need a beer?
Tell me another margarita. Margarita.
Another margarita. Margarita.
He said throw it.
Yeah.
I should have thrown it.
Why didn't you? Just
here's your margarita.
Launch it into the wall.
What you got, Sid?
I have
Cyberpunk?
One of the largest Cyberpunk updates.
Oh.
In probably a month.
Oh my gosh. Does that suck?
What, they're not canceling it?
Ever.
Cyberpunk sucks. No, it is not canceled.
Not canceled.
That's good.
I hope the camera caught me spit on myself.
I spit a while ago too.
I did.
Everybody missed it, thank God.
Gross.
I raised the camera so you would be in full frame, and then you scrunch down.
So I have a couple of updates for Cyberpunk. Why'd you move the camera so high?
Because you were out of frame. Like half your head was cut off.
Well, now half my head's cut off.
Well, now maybe you should sit right.
Get some vodka.
Some vodka?
You're doing it hard, man.
So someone who was the lead gameplay designer
left
CD Projekt Red.
Dang. That's it. They're done.
I can't say his name
because it's in a different language.
And well, it's yeah, it's like Andrzej Zadowski.
I think it's Russian.
Probably, but he's he started on Cyberpunk as a junior designer in 2016.
And he became the lead designer?
He was a lead gameplay designer. He announced that he'd be leaving CD Projekt Red after nearly 8 years with this.
That's not too bad, though.
Yeah,
that's not too bad. But just the fact that he was like one of the head people there. He's like,
when your main people start leaving,
I'm out.
Like, I'm tired of this stupid game.
Loathe entirely.
Like, I hate it.
Apparently, when the game came out and it sucked balls.
Absolute.
People were throwing. Yeah, absolutely. People were threatening their developers and stuff, like death threats and stuff.
Yeah.
He was one of the most vocal people against it. Like, hey, that's not acceptable.
Yeah.
You know, we're people too.
Wait, what was the deal when they were doing what?
People were sending death threats to the
Yeah,
company.
that's stupid. Like, I understand being pissed off at the game. I'm pissed off that the game sucked. But death threats and stuff like that and targeting them.
There's a line. Don't cross.
Obviously stupid. People who do that are dumb. Like, even people that I hate. Like, I'm not going to say the names now, but certain people in Star Wars that I hate.
Disney,
I don't want you sending them.
Well, yeah.
They don't deserve that, man.
Use your context.
Yeah.
Another Cyberpunk update. They've released the patch notes for the big patch 1.2.
Yeah, okay.
For PC and consoles. But people are upset still. It hasn't been on the PSN store for 3 months now. Came out in November.
Wow.
Wasn't it November?
Yeah.
Okay. So they're reiterating, not everything will be fixed with
There's
this
no
patch.
way they'll be able to fix everything with
They're like, hey, just so you know, not everything is going to be fixed.
Like patch 50, and they're like, not everything is gonna be fixed with this patch.
So it's being tested, and it's going to come out before the end of March.
Okay.
They said it's absolutely going to come out before the end of March. However, there is no release date, but it's being tested right now.
I don't believe their release date information anymore.
No, I don't either. So they're saying in the new patch, police will respond slowly, more slowly. They won't just appear.
Yeah.
Apparently, that was an issue. Police will respond to crime slowly.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses. You right to jail.
Like 1.0, what are we on? 1.2?
Yeah. And a drone will investigate crimes before the police arrive, so it won't, they won't just know.
Yeah.
Steering sensitivity slider will be added to the options menu, because apparently the last patch screwed driving up hardcore.
Yeah, I haven't touched it. I'm not going to touch it until they
fully fix it.
Until they fully.
Steering speed will be consistent in all frame rates.
I paid too much for the damn game.
Apparently they have issues with cars getting stuck. Well, they're going to add a feature to get cars unstuck. Yeah, I don't know. They're going to make it to where you can dodge using a double tapping movement instead of a single button, I'm assuming. Haven't played it. And they're making it more feasible to remap the WASD keys for movement on the keyboard.
Yeah, I don't know.
WASD?
Yeah.
WASD.
But other than that...
And the thing, though, every patch that they put out just breaks something else.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we're finally...
Yeah, because they're
that's one that's one and break.
They're like, fix this. They're like, oh, crap.
They should have waited.
Yeah.
Kind of like the new consoles. They should have waited.
That's... Yeah.
Like you've heard about what's going on with those, right?
That's all.
Yeah, that's as far as they have in the patch now. So
just fixing it.
Supposedly going to come out in the next week. They're testing it currently, so I have the game. I have not touched it. I have not even opened it because I was actually honestly I was gonna trade it in, because I got it and Valhalla on PS4.
Yeah,
and I was gonna trade those in towards the Series X version of Cyberpunk. I just never did.
That's crazy.
But yeah, the game's still broken apparently, and and they're slowly releasing patches to fix it.
That's crazy.
It still sucks.
Still sucks. Man, there's so much wasted potential.
It's dumb.
It's still just so crazy how all it takes is one game to bring an entire studio crumbling.
Yeah.
Bethesda did it.
76 was it?
Yeah. Now this is doing it.
I
will say though, they don't seem quite as cringy as Bethesda was. Bethesda was just a bunch of lies about everything, and trying to rip people off at every possible angle that they could rip people off of.
Then you say that, but Project Red like blatantly lied.
That's true. That's true.
They blatantly didn't give anyone console test.
Yeah.
Versions.
And I know that scene that they were showing and the thing that was strictly made for that. There was no gameplay.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though they were saying it.
But
maybe they lied to you.
But they were like, here's your test versions. They're like, what about the consoles? Like it'll run fine.
Yeah.
Like sure, like yeah. but you won't give us one to test on the consoles? No.
Yeah.
Like,
don't worry, trust us.
Okay. But then they're like, no, it runs fine. Yeah. No issues. Then people got it and it was like, blah, 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 and they're like, what? They're like, yeah. Hold on, let me put all this money away. Like, from all of your, pre-orders and crap.
Is it weird if I give my dog some Absolute? I'm not gonna say it's weird.
I am not a vet.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say yeah, because I might get us in trouble if something happens. But if you've done it before, then it'll probably be okay.
Okay, I'll wait. I have another thing.
Okay.
But I'll wait for it because I'll let
Jiggy get some.
I actually have to use the restroom. My bad.
Crap.
Exactly.
Poop again. He's got crap.
You got poop, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, Drew.
Well, sad for my dog if it is.
Stay off the internet until Godzilla vs. Kong comes out.
You know he's not going to.
Just stay off.
Yeah.
Have you read stuff? Stay off the internet.
Anything as soon as it says Godzilla or Kong, I don't
There are
see anymore.
spoilers everywhere.
See, people always, I don't know why.
Do not watch the Chinese trailer.
Oh yeah.
Don't.
See the thing is, you got to be careful with TikTok, and you got to be careful with iFunny, and also because people will hide stuff.
Yeah, no, they will.
In other videos.
That's how I found out about the ending of Red Dead 2.
Oh really?
On an iFunny meme.
That's how I found out about what was it that ruined that. I can't remember what it was I was watching. But it's literally on the end of it.
Just stay off the internet until next Wednesday. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Just stay off the internet. Because now, yeah. See, look. That's one problem. Is in New Zealand it came out yesterday. So yeah, no spoilers, please.
Yeah, don't spoil.
I mean, I know because I'm a stupid, and I saw it.
See, I'm the kind of person that's. Like, I watched the original trailer.
Yeah.
No, I haven't even watched the trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong yet.
Well, don't even bother, because I'm sure someone will screw it up. And don't read the comments.
Yeah. I haven't even watched it, because if it's a movie that I know that I want to watch, like, I'm not going to watch it. I won't even watch a trailer for it, because I know I want to watch it. And I don't want to see it. I want to see it as it happens. I don't want to see it beforehand.
Yeah, no. And the thing is, so many of these spoilers came out, and then the director came out. He's like, okay, yeah, you spoiled it.
Yeah.
He's like, so and so happened, or this happened, or whatever. Like, okay, there you go. He's like, here you go. You spoiled it.
I don't understand what people.
Well, one big problem about it was it wasn't just like individuals. It was fucking companies.
Really?
Like toy companies and shirt companies and stuff spoiling stuff. Like, oh hey, pre-order this and you'll get this.
Yeah.
And people are like, what? And they're like,
See, if I was at studio, I would sue the company. You can't sue the people, I guess. But I can sue a company over that.
It's. Don't look, you jerk. So, Jake, you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's like I won't watch. Like I remember, I watched the first Godzilla trailer because you don't know.
Yeah.
And that's what made me love the movie. Like the trailer was so awesome. And then I watched I didn't watch the second Godzilla trailer because I knew I was gonna watch it. I wanted to see it. I did watch the Kong trailer because I don't,
Yeah.
I had no expectations, so I had to watch it to see what's happening.
Oh. Yeah. Don't check the. Don't look at the spoilers.
Luckily, I'm really busy this weekend and next weekend, so maybe I can avoid them until.
Yeah, just stay off the
We
internet.
can watch it.
Just stay off the internet.
It's hard. It's gonna be hard staying off TikTok. I'm addicted. And it's just such a it's just such a thing to do now. Like when I'm sitting there, wait, let's just watch some TikTok until I got.
Yeah, and it's like spoiler.
Yeah, they son of a bitch.
Because see, I'd say I've spoiled a part of it for myself, and I say spoiled a part of it for myself. It was spoiled for me.
Yeah.
No, it's stupid.
Like I hate that.
It's
I don't
cool.
do that either. Like
it's a cool twist, I guess you could call it, but it's
like
why?
Jake's always like, "What? Tell me what happened."
No,
like I'm not telling you what happened. You gotta get your spoiled somewhere else. Because
I don't spoil anything. You.
I don't participate in that.
Why are you messing with the lights?
Back from Boobin.
Disney Plus prices are going up.
Yeah, they are.
Are they?
They emailed me the other day. And they're like,
That's my thing.
By the way, I knew they were gonna do that. It's always cheap at first to get everybody in, and then you have it. This is actually a really bad time for them to be going up because a lot of people have deleted, and that might be why they're going up.
People are mad.
People are pissed off, still pissed off at the Gina thing, and people are still dropping their services.
You mean Gina Carano?
Yeah, the Gina Carano thing. And
so
they've lost a lot of money. And
starting tomorrow, actually.
Huh?
The raising starting tomorrow.
Oh, damn it. And see, that's the thing is like, people are pissed about that, and that's really one of their only money makers right now. Is the Disney Plus because their parks are just now starting to open, and they're not even open to full capacity. And who the hell wants to go to a Disney park anyways? Because they forbid you to scream on the roller coasters.
What?
Yeah, what? You can't scream on the roller coasters at Disney World.
It's because of the coop?
You're just supposed to sit there and...
You're wearing a mask.
But yeah, they forbid you to scream on the roller coasters. So who wants to go to a Disney park anyways right now? With the restrictions and
have you noticed
like that?
They don't call him King Kong anymore since they brought out the Godzilla King of the Monsters? No, I haven't, but I also haven't watched anything.
I think they just call him Kong.
Yeah, I was going Kong.
I haven't watched anything, pertaining to...
I really haven't either.
But yeah, so tomorrow, March 26th.
Skull Island, but tomorrow.
Month to month is going up from $7 to $8. Yearly subscriptions are going up from $70 to $80 a year. The bundle with ESPN, Hulu, $14 a month.
Yeah, I would do that, but I don't really care that much.
And they're jumping from...
Not my thing.
Well, the 3-in-1 plan ad-free jumps to $20 from $19.
About $1, mostly.
It's not Netflix.
Yeah.
$16 a month.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, for what though?
I know, right?
I even watched Netflix.
If you are billed for Disney Plus subscription through a third-party app like Google, Apple, Amazon, Roku. Okay, yeah.
So basically, they're just shooting up. They're priceless. Yeah, they're probably actually.
I mean, it's just upsetting.
Yeah, they always they do that though. They start off, we're only gonna be $5 a month, and then everybody gets in, and you get used to having it. So then, like, we're going up to $10, and then
that's why I like
people don't want to let go of it because they're used to just it becomes a habit now. They just
like Shudder.
Yeah,
because Shudder is one just horror movie.
It was or it is?
It is.
I need to borrow your Shudder because I want to watch that one movie.
And then it's only $4 or $5 a month.
Oh really? There's only one movie I want to watch on Shudder, and it's like a space opera kind of. It's just like I don't remember what it's called, but I watched the previews for it, the trailer for it. They would come on when I watched the video, and it's like super colorful, and it looks like almost looks like an acid trip. But it's kind of a horror, but not really horror. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It looks fantastic, and I really want to watch it, and I can't think of the name of it.
What was the games you guys grew up playing?
I I was the OG Atari 2600. So I bought me.
You showing your age, buddy?
Man, I'm the OG gamer.
My first
only adopted
console,
it. I was
my
born
first console was a freaking ColecoVision.
Oh really? Yeah, my first.
So we never had a
Atari
Coleco.
2600.
I had an Atari 2600. The first game I ever remember playing on it was Pong.
Yeah.
But growing up, it was mostly like Super Mario.
Played Centipede.
Played Superman.
Which
Smurfs game? Did you play the Smurfs game?
On the Atari?
Atari?
No, on
Nintendo.
the other. No.
Sega?
ColecoVision. ColecoVision.
Yeah.
No,
I
I
had a
never had
Smurfs
one.
game.
I had the little race game that you had the little knob, the little Indy 500 or whatever.
True. You're not even in the picture. Half your head.
Sit up, you bum.
But I mostly grew up in the Nintendo era. Like OG Mario,
Super
Duck
Mario,
Hunt.
Duck Hunt.
And then I did the Super Nintendo, which was
Track and Field.
Track and Field.
Did you have Track and Field with the pad? I have the pad.
Yeah.
I have the
Run
pad.
plays real fast, and he goes.
I had
I have the pad.
I used to have
I
that pad.
remember a Sega. I had a Sega.
Still works.
Genesis. I had a
Sega. See, I didn't have
Genesis.
the Sega.
And then-
Skyrim or Mario 64. I grew up with Mario 64. We didn't have a 64. We always had to borrow my
See, I
cousin.
didn't have a 64. See, I got the Super Nintendo, and like you went to Sega. I went to a PlayStation after that.
We didn't have a Super
PlayStation
Nintendo.
first.
We had a Nintendo, or we had an Atari, a Nintendo, Sega, and then we never had a Super Nintendo. We always played friends or relatives, but we didn't have anything else until PlayStation came out. And then we got a PlayStation the year they came out, and then I was hooked on Sony.
See, my neighbor down the road got all the Sega stuff, and I got all the Nintendo and then PlayStation stuff.
He said, "Damn, how old are you guys?"
We're old.
What are you old gas bags talking about?
Yeah, we're
all above 30.
back in my day. We used to play with
Oh,
one button
we'll
and a
say-
joystick.
The only Nintendo I ever had is my sister had a GameCube.
Oh, really?
I never had a Nintendo.
Yeah, we never had a
64,
GameCube.
Nothing.
I
never had a GameCube.
I had a Sega, my ColecoVision. I had a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Xbox.
Speak up.
I had a 360. And then I went from 360 to Xbox One. And then I had an Xbox One and a PlayStation and a PS4. I completely skipped PS3.
Oh, see, I had the PS. I had
And
my
then
PS3.
now I have a Series X and a PS4.
That started off with Atari, then Nintendo, Super Nintendo, then all the PlayStations. I had the Xbox. No, I didn't have the original Xbox. I had Xbox One.
36, 39, and 32.
Those are guesses?
Like from left to
39?
right. Is that your guesses from left to right? Does that mean I'm the oldest
I'm
one?
Cinemadrue, so which one do you think I am? And Jellyhewby.
Damn, I'm the old one?
Simmons is old!
I'm actually 30. How old are we? 33, 32?
32.
All right, we're 32 this year. Me and him.
Yeah. And I am 38.
Yeah.
And he's 38.
Yeah, I'm
Pretty close.
13 days old.
That's actually a pretty damn good guess.
Yeah, pretty close. Except for the 39 part.
I'm 38, so that's...
Yeah, but he said I was 39.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
That's a full...
He is 39.
Old bitch.
Don't worry about you.
I mean, I got the back of a fucking 90-year-old woman. Pardon the French.
But that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying earlier. We grew up in the era that I remember before video games were home consoles. You had to go to the arcade and play them. And then I
How old are
remember Atari was awesome. And then I remember
I miss arcades.
I do too. Like the good arcades, not the crappy tickets that they have now. You go to the arcade and everything.
like
you have to get
legit.
tickets.
You put your quarter
about
on
that
the,
makes me want
you put your quarters on the
Yeah, it does.
right below the,
But I
the
want to go in
screen.
like the middle of a week
Yeah.
where there's not 1,000 people there. Because I really wanted to play the basketball game,
Oh,
but
yeah.
there was like literally a line the entire time. Where I'd go up there and be like, "Hey, there's only 2 people," and then like 6 people would be like,
He said it's
Yeah.
the beards that make you look super old.
If I don't have a beard, I look like a wanted poster of. I look like. I don't know if I can say that one.
A child?
Onto it. I look not a child, a child, a friend
A friend of a child?
A
"You look like
I
a
look like-
chomo."
yeah.
You look like a chomo.
I look like somebody who drives a white van. Let's put it that way. if I shave my beard. So
all right, so this is
That's what Jake looks like without a beard.
it's not up there. They can't see that one.
There again.
Put it on your face.
So this is me
Sans
Mine
beard.
would still be normal.
with a. It's not really a shave. It was cut clean.
If I keep
Hell, I
the
look like Chris
mustache,
Hemsworth without a beard.
if I keep the mustache,
That's. I'm jealous. As long as you keep your shirt on around me, I'm okay with that.
if
Show off your fucking abs. You jerk. No nips on Twitch.
okay, I got one. I got a really cool one. So this was considered one of the darkest days in the War of Iraq in 2004. It took place at the Second Battle of Fallujah. The coalition forces launched the largest urban assault since 1968. And it was basically like a street-to-street, house-to-house combat. So it was super intense.
What are you talking about?
Crazy. Just
hold on.
hang on. I'm getting to it. So it was street to street, house by house, by the U.S. and British soldiers to clear out an Al-Qaeda stronghold, and that seized an entire city in Iraq. And it was a very bloody event, and there's hundreds of casualties on our side, and even more on their side. And one dude said he lost like a third of his battalion there. Well, when the Marines came back,
No idea.
they wanted to make their experience turned into a video game. And in 2009, Konami said, okay, they started working on this game called the 6 Days of Fallujah. And this game sounds phenomenal.
It'll never pass. They'll never let it happen.
Well, here's the thing. It's already been canceled in 2009 because the Iraqi war was still was really controversial. It still is, but even more so back then because it was still fresh.
Well, yeah.
It was 2009. It was Konami canceled it.
I think so.
It's gonna play the game, but they canceled it because the Iraqi war was still controversial. And it was supposed to release again in 2016 by Atomic Games, but they went bankrupt, and so it didn't get to release. Well, in 2021, Highwire Games took it over.
Highwire?
Yeah, and they're putting it out this year in fall. Now, let me explain this game to you.
How is this? How are they gonna let this happen?
Well, this game apparently it's a first-person shooter, and it's single player or multiplayer. It is extremely realistic. Atomic Games described this project when it was still just a project. They didn't know what the name was yet, as a meticulously riveted in-game version of Fallujah, complete with real-life Marines lending their names and likenesses, as well as recreations of specific events in the battle. It's almost like time travel. You're experiencing the events as they really happened. The Atomic Games, they interviewed over 70 individuals composed of both U.S. Marines, Iraqi insurgents, Iraqi citizens that were there, war historians, and senior military officials, and they learned the psychology, the complexity of this battle. They described the game as a survival horror game, but not in the traditional sense. The fear in 6 Days of Fallujah does not come from the undead or the supernatural, but from unpredictable, terrifying, and real tactics employed by insurgents that were scattered throughout Fallujah. It's a survival horror game, but in war. That's freaking crazy. Juan Benito, who was the game's director, stated that through our interviews with all of the Marines, we discovered that there was an emotional, psychological art to the Battle of Fallujah. He also said many of the insurgents had no intentions of leaving the city alive, so their entire mission might be to lie in wait with a gun trained on a doorway for days, just waiting for a Marine to pop his head in. They went door to door clearing houses, and most of the time the houses were empty, But every now and then, they would encounter a stunning lethal situation, which of course rattled the Marine psychology. So that, yeah, this is a horror game based on real life events.
You can't screen capture fucking.
Like, I honestly don't care a lot for demons and monsters, zombies and stuff like that. I mean, sometimes it's really cool, but sometimes it don't matter. But a horror game about war, about real life events that actually happened, and you get to see just a fraction of what these Marines went through and what the people went through there. That's right up my alley, dude. The game is supposed to be procedurally generated, so it's random. Also, so it's single player, it's multiplayer, first-person tactical shooter, and it's going to portray real events from the real soldiers and Iraqi civilians and insurgents that were there. This is going to be on console and PC.
I know, you need to get a PC. We can play it on PC.
Who were there. So
I can imagine the commander having red glowing eyes and watching you through the dust of the war going around it.
Right?
Wait, that's from a movie. Or from a book. Never mind. What book?
So
this wasn't even...
So I guess you're playing the
This
real
isn't the
people who
Iraqi
were there.
war now.
Huh? No, this was back in 2004. This is what it happened in 2000.
Yeah, but this says during 1968.
The biggest
Oh,
insurgent
since I read that wrong. That's my bad.
So the people you're playing as were really actually there. You're playing them as they were there, and I love playing historic games. But the other historic games that we play are like way in history, you know, like ancient, medieval, or even Vietnam. But this is like we get to play a historic event that happened while we were alive. So this, I don't know, it just sounds like an amazing game. The people
good.
like really want the soldiers, and even like a lot of
Hearts
the
of
Iraqi
War?
civilians
Maybe.
that they were talking about, that they were talking to, like they want this story told. They want this game to be put out there, and that's what they came back and like we wanted this story to be told in the game. And so, from what I understand, the people that are making this game took great care to make sure that they had respect for not only soldiers, but also citizens, and even in the Iraqi insurgents that were defending. So I don't know.
The gameplay. I'm watching a gameplay video.
Yeah,
it looks pretty ridiculous.
Yeah,
just like bad ridiculous or good ridiculous?
It looks like really like it's not like Call
Go
of
full
Duty,
screen.
like jumping around, flipping out, kind of like
yeah. You're not gonna be jumping through a window
and then no scope. No, it's like
Jason
real.
Kyle. I was a sergeant with Lima Company, Battalion, 1st Marines.
We're gonna show a trailer real quick.
On November 9th, 2000,
Start it over too.
I entered the city with.
We're gonna show the trailer for this real quick. Just check out how cool this is.
My name is Jason Kyle.
It's from IGN.
With Lima Company, 3rd Battalion, 1st Marines. On November 9th, 2004,
that's a good book.
The city with 12 Marines plus myself, and by November 13th, I was down to 4 Marines and myself.
6 Days in Fallujah recreates stories from the battle based on eyewitness accounts.
One squad has already walked down this alley, so we're just like walking down pretty confidently, and like these guys just open up.
Oh wow, that's gameplay.
Yeah. Like this is not a run and gun game.
Alley looks clear. Go right. On it. Watch out! Suppressing fire.
That was the go command. One tap issues orders to your team based on what you're pointing at. Pin enemies in place with suppressive fire while you
This kind of looks like Escape from Tarkov, like graphically.
Dude, that is insane looking.
Yeah, we gotta get this on PC. It might be playable on like the PlayStation 5. I don't know about the PS4 or the.
It's gonna be released on PS4, and hopefully it's.
Order your team to stack on
I
a
don't think
door.
it's gonna be optimized as well.
Reach it! Open the door!
The Go command makes it as easy to direct your team as it is to fire your weapon.
Go, go, go!
Yeah, so if you're playing by yourself, or I guess if you're playing doubles, you can control guys.
The fatal funnel.
The person who goes in first is never wrong. They have the most to fear.
And as soon as I walk in, I see a machine gun right in front of my face, maybe 10 feet, 15 feet from me.
Every time we would go into one of those buildings, you never know what to expect.
You don't know the layout of the house until you get in there. And then you still don't know it until you go all the way through it.
Room clearing, house clearing, it's different every single time.
Marines and soldiers never knew what was waiting for them behind the next door. And if you want a realistic experience, neither can you. 6 Days in Fallujah reshapes the battlefield every time you play. Each room, each building, even the entire neighborhood is generated procedurally. Every map is a new map. So just like actual combat, you'll never know what to expect.
That's awesome.
Or if you do this enough, though, if it runs out of modes.
What's that door? Yep.
Like, I ain't going out there first. Let's see what's going on.
Contact!
Oh, buddy, they're so wrong.
Get my back! Go, 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 go!
Bro, that's so scary.
Yeah.
Down there!
My son, he had his first birthday while we were in Fallujah. I want to take a picture. So I wrote happy birthday JJ on a piece of cardboard and I held it up. That was the most difficult day I had there. It dawned on me, it's like, I can't die on my kid's birthday. And that's all I thought about all day long, was dying on my kid's birthday.
Bro, dude.
You clear? On me! Let's do this. I got this one. Clear. Room's clear!
I think it would be a good game. Very limited to almost all gaming platforms.
Good here. Come with me.
Might need a
Keep
lot
a
of work.
lookout.
Potential bugs, glitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
What's that?
I'm hoping that since they are putting it on everything,
That they'll actually take care to make it all good.
well, I don't think it's gonna play well. Like, it's too graphically
Who's there? Step out! Salim, next
advanced for
So just think,
PS4.
you know, you have this Marine, you're
Even
amped
PS4
up,
Pro, I
you
think
know,
it would
you got
go.
all this
Maybe
adrenaline
Xbox
going through,
One.
and you kick that door down, and it's like family of four. And I'm talking to the dad, I'm like, dude, like, why are you still here? And he's like,
عن طريق التلفزيون طلع بوقتها هذا اياد علاوي كان رئيس الوزراء قال ابو مصعب الزرقاوي موجود في الفلوجه وراح احنا نهجم وناخذه.
فلذلك الفلوجه نقدر نقول من بدايه العمليات طلعوا.
وعائلتي وعائله ابويا الله يرحمه طلعت. فابويا بقى راد يبقى قال ما اطلع.
تعرف اهل الفلوجه القدماء ايه يعني هاي بالنسبه للمحارب انه يطلع محتل جاي ويطلع من
قال ما اطلع هذا أبقى. قال اموت هنا يابا اطلع قال ما قلت له لا عاد اني وين.
I watched some of the interviews of some of these big guys. They're talking about how like sometimes there'd be holes in the wall, just enough for a gun to stick through. So even though a room is clear, you may still be. They're talking about how like there'd be people that would try to draw you back into the back rooms.
Yeah.
And so you're going after them, and even if you're careful, you're still going after them, and they're leading you into an ambush or a trap.
They used to use kids too.
Yeah, man, it looks like they did a good job on this.
Hope. That's kind of exciting. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, I do too, dude. Oh, it gets. But yeah, dude. I saw that. I was like, dude, this game looks intense.
It does look a lot. Putting all the cosmetics to make it better. Let's hope that the gaming platform they released on can handle the power and reality.
Yeah, I hope so. And they've been working on this game for a while. Like I said, they've been working on this game since 2009.
09. Well, I guess off and on since 09.
Yeah. But yeah.
But yeah, let's hope for the best, as as we always do in the gaming world. But
doesn't always work. Like
yeah, dude.
Cyberpunk.
That's what I'm hoping. I think these guys are really taking this super serious because of the implications that's in this
and
game.
The attachments to it.
Yeah, like I can't imagine. Like Cyberpunk is one thing. That's just something that your people are working on.
Yeah.
But this is real people with really experience and stuff. Like I don't think that they're gonna take a chance, and they're just gonna put something out there. I just hope it works out.
Hey man, we appreciate it.
Oh, you the best. All right, anybody got it?
Keanu Reeves is developing. I don't know what that means.
BRZRKR.
Is it BRZRKR?
Yeah.
A live-action movie and anime series for Netflix.
Yeah, and as a comic book.
I'm excited. Was it?
Yeah, it's gonna be a comic book. I think it's gonna be released on Netflix. I saw that. I actually saw that.
Yeah, that's literally what I just said.
Oh yeah.
This guy.
Dude, I know that's gonna be awesome, ain't it?
Oh, speaking of that, you see they're gonna make a Ghost of Tsushima series or a movie, or I think it's a movie.
Really?
Yeah, and it's the guy who did John Wick.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Nice.
I'm waiting because of the PlayStation sale thing.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on them to knock
today actually
Tsushima down a little bit, but they haven't done it yet.
Oh.
They've done other games, just not that one yet.
Oh, really?
Because it's still
pretty popular.
The physical copy is still $60.
Oh, really?
This guy's my hero.
I love Keanu Reeves. He's such a good dude. He's like a super cool dude too.
I hate Keanu Reeves. No.
I know.
Look at that. It looks so awesome.
Looks badass. I'm so happy for him. He's such a good dude. He deserves.
He's had kind of a rough go at it.
Yeah, he's had a hard life, and he deserves all the goodness and work that he could possibly.
This dude still rides the train.
Yeah, the subway.
The subway to work, and just knowing like
he's just a super cool. Like I would really like to hang out with him, and not even just be like, "I'm hang out with Connor." Like even if he wasn't like super famous, I would still just like to hang out with that guy. Anyways. Okay,
hold on, I gotta look at this real quick.
Okay.
The system requirements for Resident Evil.
I've got something while you're looking at that.
Go ahead.
So we do another thing called Something Stupid. Where we sometimes our Something Stupids are silly and funny, and sometimes they're just kind of us ranting about stuff.
Hold that thought. Ghost of Tsushima movie, depending on how they do the storyline and keep the spirituality of how he was to change the ways of samurai, it could be good.
Nice.
So I never finished it.
Oh really?
Yeah, I need to.
It's good.
Never played it.
Dude, the ending is so good.
I watched a little bit of Drew playing it, but I didn't want to spoil it for myself because I knew I would want to play it because it's a freaking samurai game.
So I still gotta play it in English, in color. I still haven't played it in color.
Yeah, he played it in like pure Kurosawa mode.
Yeah,
with subtitles and everything.
Like I said, I want to buy it, but
yeah.
I also kind of want to wait and eventually get a PS5 and play it on PS5.
Yeah.
Because apparently their GameStop is still giving quite a bit of money for their old.
Really?
Yeah.
So I want to take mine and trade it in on one, but it's a special edition from Battlefront.
I gotta give me a jobby. If I had a job, I'd probably go ahead and just buy one. But I need money.
They're hard to find. That was another thing I was going to touch on.
Now they're doing releases like once or twice a week now.
Yeah.
Because I was saying Walmart and GameStop, I think had them today.
Well, it's fixing to get worse. Because evidently, the chips that they use in them, there's a huge shortage.
Oh, good.
And that's what disrupted the whole rollout of the PS5. And here I am thinking it was just Sony being jerks and scalpers.
I mean, they're probably still.
I reckon Bill and Ted was Keanu Reeves' best movie ever.
Dude, I love Bill and Ted. I'm a huge.
I never watched the recent one. We never watched it.
I haven't watched it either. I'm so mad. I wanted to watch it in theaters, and then the coup hit. I mean,
I heard
it's
it
probably
wasn't
not
that
going to be as good as the originals because you just.
I think
you
it's
just can't
probably
catch that magic again.
Yeah.
Well, I heard that people were like, "Why did they make?"
I mean,
Well,
I gotta watch it first. I'm gonna watch it.
Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
I think.
No spoilers. We'll watch it eventually.
Yeah, we're not gonna. We haven't watched.
It's
it.
one of our favorite franchises, at least mine and Drew's.
Yeah, I love, dude. I cannot tell
I
you
grew
how
up
much
on
I
those.
love Bill and Ted.
They actually used to show them in school here. Did you ever watch them?
Oh, not at school.
No.
Uh-uh.
Dude, I guess I had just school teachers. Because they would show them.
I mean,
all the time.
we watched like.
Excellent.
We'd watch like The Sandlot, and we'd watch what was that football movie? The Little Giants, stuff like that.
We watched a shitload of Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans.
We watched Saving Private Ryan.
You know how many times I've seen
Remember the Titans?
Remember the Titans,
but it doesn't get old. I watched it.
Or you know what did get old after watching it like every day for almost 2 years straight at school.
Bus?
No, that was fun. That'll never get old to me. With the freeze.
Freeze.
Top Gun.
Top Gun?
I hate Top Gun.
You don't like
I
my
do love Top
Gun
Gun.
shirt?
It's cheesy.
Huh?
You don't like my Top Gun shirt? Whenever I wear my Top Gun shirt,
It don't bother me. It's not my shirt.
you just hate Top Gun.
I hate the movie Top
love
Gun.
Top
I hate
Gun.
my Top Gun shirt.
I used to play Top Gun for Nintendo. Remember that game?
Dude,
Me and
I
my
was
dad used to play it.
gonna download Ace Combat the other day because it's free on
Dude,
Game
yeah.
Pass. The
This
newest
game
one.
is so hard.
And
It's so much fun, but it's
well,
so hard.
I also have a Series X and a 4K TV, so I'm like, I kind of want to play it just to see it.
Dude, I want to do it on the TV in there because it's
Yeah.
4K. This one only goes up to 1080.
Dude, my TV hurts my eyes sometimes when I'm playing Valhalla.
Yeah.
I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, oh god. I'm like, why is this real?
Okay, I'm gonna do something stupid.
Oh god.
Are you stupid or something?
So there's two versions of something stupid that we do. Like I said, there's a silly, stupid stuff that's just dumb, and then there's stuff that's actually stupid that kind of makes you angry.
Which one?
This is
I've got
probably
both
the
of them.
angry. What?
I've got one for both of them. So I'm gonna start with the mean one, with the bad something stupid, and then we'll jump into the nice one because we don't want to end on a bad note for some reason. Okay, so talking about 6 Days of Fallujah, there's already people that are keeping Anita, because she's Anita Sarkeesian, is already throwing her big nose, putting her big nose in the business it don't belong to. And so is IGN, because they're dumb too sometimes. Even though that video was from them.
While you guys have been talking, I've taken almost 10 shots.
Oh, good stuff, man. So, so perspective.
Doesn't
So,
have a big nose. I mean, there's no kind.
Anyway, so IGN said they spoke to a number of Arab and Iraqi game developers and member of the gaming community about their perspective surrounding the revival of 6 Days of Fallujah. Like, you know how many a number represent? Oh, yeah, they talked to a number. They talked to a number of them, but do you know how many a number represents? 5 people.
What?
They've talked to 5 people, so they know exactly how the entire group of people feel about it. They talked to 5 of them.
So they talked to 5 people.
Talked to 5 people.
And that's how they're
and
judging.
one military veteran that's like super opinionated.
Like,
I'm not gonna say opinionated, just opinionated.
One of ours or theirs?
Ours. But yeah, 6 and 5 people, and these people are game developers, not citizens, not like people that were there. And none of which were even there when it happened. So Hollywire came out and said that this game, like, for us as a team, it is really about helping players understand the complexity of urban combat. Like, it's about the experience of that individual that is now there because of political decisions. Like, we want to show how choices that are made by policymakers affect the choices that a Marine needs to make on the battlefield. Just as that Marine cannot second guess the choices by the policymakers. So we're not trying to make a political comment about whether or not war itself is a good or bad idea. Like, they're just trying to show the experience. But they also say that the U.S. government is not involved in making this game, nor is there any plan to use them for recruiting people. I was like, the Marines, the Iraqi civilians, the Iraqi insurgents who helped us participated as private citizens, and the game is being financed independently. That's the way it's going to stay. But you have these people like Anita and IGN that are trying to put a political spin on it.
Well, this is Niche Gamer. It's a blog, kind of like a newsy gaming entertainment blog post. Said that there's a petition to ban or stop 6 Days of Fallujah for normalizing the mass murder of Iraqis.
That's because the Iraqis are the ones, like, they're part of the people that want this game being made.
Hey, Drew. That movie that you're talking about on Shutter called Blood Machines?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
The one with the...
Yep, that's it.
Going to what?
So,
yeah, I don't want one.
Of course, Anita Sarkeesian had to put her 2 cents in, and that's about what her opinion is worth, the 2 cents. She says it's not political, is a defense most often used to push the aggressive, conservative, and oppressive narratives. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So the recent statement articulating that they understand that 6 Days of Fallujah is in fact a political game is nothing more than crisis management, whether they actually understand the problems or not. It doesn't change that developers who work on the game for many years worked on it while believing they were making a political game. They're not making a political game. And that they understand it because it's the stories from the people who were there.
Do they not realize that we trained and worked with the Iraqi people that didn't want?
Yeah. So that's why I hate her, because the developers, they made this game because the Marines wanted this game to be made. They wanted their story to put out there so people could see what actually really happened there.
This has been started by Hala Al-Salman, stating that it promotes the mass murder of Iraqis by American invaders. She further argues that the Iraq War was an illegal invasion and an international war crime. Evidently, it wasn't.
Yeah. So here's the thing: these people are not just putting out a board game. They interviewed over 70 people, both our soldiers, Iraqi, even the Iraqi insurgents who were there, and Iraqi citizens.
Brainwash gamers into thinking racism is okay. We obviously know it's not okay, you dummy.
It's standing. I can't stand her because she stands on the victims of the people that do this to try to make this about her. But they want to make this about
Is
them.
she trying to make it a woman thing again?
No, it's not. Not that. She's using it to try to push her own political agenda. And there's no agenda here other than just telling these people's story that went through this horrific moment
for 6 days. This is.
And even Drew, you said that it was the people that went through it that came.
Yeah,
the people.
They're the ones who wanted the game.
It's not like they were like, "Hey, these people went through this shit. Let's make a game about it."
Yeah, let's try to exploit
these people come out and they were like, "Hey, I want someone to make a game about this thing I went through."
Yeah, and instead of just making it from one side, they actually went and interviewed people who lived there, who were most affected by this.
I hope that was on.
And even interviewed the people who were fighting against us to get the full picture of what happened, and to tell the full story. That's good storytelling. That's what you do. You don't just tell one side of it. You tell the full, complete story. I'm waiting for the Mortal Kombat to come out.
We are still waiting on the Mortal Kombat.
God,
We are stoked.
I think as much as I love Godzilla and I love King Kong and I love that story and I love that whole thing and I love that movie, even though I haven't seen it yet, I am probably. I was gonna say something that's probably gonna get us in trouble, but I'm not gonna say it now. But I am excited. I am very excited.
Yeah.
In every way possible for the Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, me too.
Like I can't even explain to you. Like anytime I even think about that movie coming out.
Oh yeah. I try not to think about it because I just start thinking about it forever.
Yeah. Like,
hey, Mortal Kombat movie's coming out soon.
I feel a little stiff. Like,
yeah.
I'm so excited for that freaking movie.
May you ask why? Like why the name eFFn Gaming or?
It's a fun play, like eFFn.
eFFn.
I get to play on eFFn, instead of
fucking
fudging. Yeah, or that.
I'll take one for the team.
And instead of being, and say that there was already an FN, so we just added some letters. eFFn. eFFn. But yeah, so a huge controversy on this game coming out already. But what they don't understand is that makes me want to play the game more.
Yep.
Like I want to
You
play
don't
this
want
game.
me to play the game?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to play.
Like
even
you're
more.
trying, yeah.
You're trying to take it away from me. Makes me want.
That's the way I am. If you try to block something, I remember.
If you tell me no, then I'm gonna do it.
I remember when Tropic Thunder came out.
Oh,
I was
God.
like, dude, I want to watch that movie.
Yeah.
And then I heard there were picket lines outside of it. I was like, dude, we have to go watch this movie in theaters. And I hope there's a picket line because I'm gonna join them, and then I'm gonna walk past them. I'm gonna make them think I'm on their side and walk past them and really piss
I was
them off.
afraid you were gonna say why not, like everyone else. Yeah, we're generally not sarcastic like that.
Just to each other.
Mostly to each other.
Yeah, it's just a silly juvenile play on words.
Because we're children at heart.
Yeah, we're still kids. Whatever.
That's what we are. My grandmother, she subbed to the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I went up there to visit her. She was like, I don't understand what that means. I was like Mimi.
Effing.
It's effing.
It's the F word.
I don't get it. I'm like, Mimi, it means fuck. She's like, oh, you need to change that. I'm like, no, I'm not changing it.
That's what makes it funny. Because technically it's not dirty, but it's a double entendre.
Yeah.
I don't think that constitutes double entendre.
Probably not.
But it's still fun play on words. But yeah.
I want a new console for that.
No, I do. I want a PS5. That's why I'm gonna hurry up and get. Because I've got the money to buy one.
Yeah,
but if I spend it, I've sold my socks. I don't have any more money coming in. So until I get me a
Sold
job, I
socks?
still stocks.
Oh, stocks.
If I could sell my socks, I would sell my socks.
I thought you said you sold your socks. Like, why would you fucking sell your socks, you weirdo?
I mean, if somebody can sell their bath water, maybe I can sell my socks.
It's totally different.
You're trying to sell your socks?
That's what we're talking about. I could. Okay, does anybody got anything else? Because I got a good funny. I got to get something stupid.
I did read. I mean, this is not news or anything fantastically, but because a friend mentioned Mortal Kombat.
I agree.
The director said that they basically pushed the R rating so far to the point of like
It's almost NC-17.
They were basically like, let's make it NC-17, and they're like, hey, you can't. And they're like, okay, take out enough to make it R. And they're like, okay, this is barely R rated.
Yeah.
Like, okay, keep it that way. Like that's literally how they did it.
They did like what South Park did that too. No, not South Park. It was what's that again? America. Team America.
Team America.
So Team America, they literally put scenes in to have them deleted. They put these things in because they're like,
Need some Coca-Cola
we'll take these
Smirnoff.
out. And they took them out.
Yes, I'm guessing. I'm hoping it's Coca-Cola to go with the Smirnoff.
I mean, it's a party. It may not be illegal down there. I don't know. But yeah, they put scenes in specifically to have the MPAA take them out.
Yeah, they were like,
see, it's not that bad.
Basically, like, let's submit this version of the movie. They're like, hey, that's no. And they're like, okay, hold on. Here's another version of it we made. They're like, okay, that's barely okay. Like, all right, that's good. That's what we're doing. They're like, okay, like if there was a hard R in movies, this is a hard R.
Nice. See, I love that. I love it when
I was like,
I'm so glad.
He basically said, he goes, I want to push it as far as possible.
Yeah.
You know?
I am so glad that we're finally coming out of the PG-13 era.
Yeah.
And it was Deadpool. I'll give Deadpool all the credit in the world. And John Wick. Those two movies,
Dude,
they came out hard and they sold like crazy, and people absolutely loved them.
Yeah.
And they're still talking about them. And
Here's what I'm scared of, though.
Making the studios realize that you can sell millions of dollars worth of tickets.
Isn't Deadpool owned by Disney now?
Yes,
yeah.
but they said it's going to stay rated R.
Yeah. Without
if they change that,
no, there's nothing.
I will lose.
They will lose money.
Nobody would go see it.
Nobody would go see it. I don't know. I say that they went and see Die Hard. 13.
Yeah, but no,
that's
different.
And people are a lot more.
You've made 2 of them, and then you're gonna go and we're gonna cut back.
We're gonna like teenagers.
Marvel's owned by Disney.
Yeah. But as long as they keep it rated R, I'm cool.
Yeah. But apparently they're having contract Disney. Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah.
Like
I'm on Ryan Reynolds' side.
I guess he just wants to make money. I guess.
Oh really?
He's like, I'm dead.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, but and he's like, but I'm dead.
Yeah. There's literally nobody else you can put in there.
You know what's funny though is he's the only person I think that's ever actually played Deadpool in a lot.
Yeah.
Even
the crappy X-Men one. Even the crappy Wolverine origin stories one, he still.
That was a terrible.
That was a terrible movie.
It was a terrible movie.
I like the
movie. Overall, that was a terrible.
No,
and it sucks because that's the only movie. That's the only X-Men movie to come out that has Gambit in it, and they screwed him up so bad.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Sucked.
They did Gambit.
I saw the movie in theaters.
It's my favorite character, Gambit.
I saw that movie in theaters, and I was so mad at myself.
Yeah.
Like I will never, ever, ever.
Oh, I remember that. You remember when he was?
I will never.
He was so hyped for it.
Ever.
So hyped
watch
for
that
it.
movie ever again. Savannah one time when we had cable, she was like, "Hey, this just says Wolverine." She turned it on. I took the remote away from her. I turned the TV off.
I watched it with.
Did you throw it out the window?
And I was like, no.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm not. Never again. I saw it in theaters. It's funny because the people next to me, it was a bunch of like teenage kids.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, this movie's gonna be awesome," and they talked to me the whole time we were waiting to get in. I made friends with them, and we're all chatting and stuff. And then I got in there and I sat like this the whole time.
Just mad at the whole world.
Mad.
Yeah.
And what sucks?
And they were like, "Oh, this is." I was like, "Don't talk to me."
Yeah. What sucks is like the first 7 minutes of that movie was amazing.
Yeah.
When it showed them two going through history.
Yeah.
And the first of it, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Like this movie is
That's big shit.
Just yeah. And then like, no.
Awful. So
Psych.
like, hey, well, you want to see this movie with all this unfinished CGI?
Yeah. Want to see his cartoon claws coming out of his hand?
Yeah.
So stupid. Anyway.
Okay. And you know what's funny about that is the fact that like if they made that practical, that would have made the movie already like 5 times better.
Yeah.
But the fact that they screwed up the Origins timeline anyway, kind of.
Yeah.
Like the CGI is not even the worst part to me. It's just
Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. When is that supposed to come
out? Late this year or next year?
There's finally a trailer for the Gollum movie, the Lord of the Rings Gollum.
Yeah, I saw.
Is it that? No, I watched The Hobbit, first Hobbit yesterday. I'm gonna watch all the way through them.
No. This is a video game.
Oh, video.
It's supposed to come out next year, I think. 2022, 2021.
Get my PS5 so bad.
You'll probably have one by then.
I haven't seen this yet. Like it's just like a sneak peek.
We need to talk to them so that we don't get copyright claimed.
I don't think we will.
I don't know. They're pretty. I'm gonna talk to CS.
It doesn't look
bad.
Like his full story would be cool.
Yeah.
That's back when he had hair too, so.
Back when the dark red was turning.
There it goes. Now his hair's gone.
Schmeagle and Gollum. Yeah.
No, he was no, he wasn't. He was thing? No, he was like a hobbit. There's something else. That looks pretty cool.
Oh, was a hobbit.
I could have swore he was something else.
It's him and his friend. Or out hobbiting.
He was a store hobbit. That's what it was.
Yeah. And then he found the ring and killed his friend. And became good. Dude, that's
What's
that's kind of turtles.
That's pretty good. Daigle, that was his buddy.
Yeah.
Or it was like his cousin, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm kind of excited for that.
Got a movie coming out.
Little hobbitses.
Stupid little hobbits.
But I don't have anything else. You got anything else?
No.
Okay.
What you got?
I've got another something stupid, and this one's funny.
Are you stupid or something?
Sort of. It's funny. It depends on who you are. It's funny. The person's happened to is not funny.
The person it's happened to?
Yeah. This has nothing to do with games or nothing. This is just something that I... it's unfortunate, but I think is hilarious.
Oh, God.
He said I was expecting the Undertaker to come up behind him and chokeslam him to hell. That would have been pretty epic.
So, if you're having a bad day and maybe mess something up really bad and think I'm an idiot, this might make you feel better. Because no matter how bad you messed up, I don't think you messed up as badly as this person. So last week, a cargo ship got wedged in the Suez Canal in Egypt. And I mean wedged, like from one side of the canal to the other, and they cannot get it out. It is a fully loaded cargo ship, and it is wedged right in the middle, blocking everything and causing a major catastrophe. Like tugboats,
talking about the Evergreen,
dredges,
right?
yeah, tugboats, dredges. They've even tried to use backhoes to get it out, and nothing is working. And it, and the biggest problem is a
How he
huge,
got stuck?
highly trafficked area. So there's like over 150 ships on both sides waiting for them to get
So
unstuck.
Did you see
how he got stuck though?
Yeah.
Like,
Like, you literally have
no,
to-
did you hear about what he was doing? He was drawing a penis.
No, I didn't there yet.
That was before he went in.
Oh.
Yeah. No, so this was a high traffic area. This is basically how they get from Asia to Europe. It goes from the Indian Ocean to the Arabian Sea, through the Red Sea, through the Suez Canal, and up to the Mediterranean Ocean. And there's 150 ships plus on both sides, counting because it keeps going up. That are just sitting there waiting for them to get this thing stuck, and it's loaded down, so they can't just shove it out of the way. And they have to be careful, so that'll make a bigger problem. So they haven't released the name of the captain yet, or by the time I was reading it, they didn't. Yeah, they haven't released his
I'm
name
fitting to
yet.
put this on there.
But it's a Japanese-owned company, and they've already put out an apology. It's like, we are determined to keep on working hard to resolve the situation as soon as possible. We would like to apologize to all parties affected by this incident, including the ships traveling and planning to travel through the Suez Canal.
So this here.
So I hope, we're not. Well, I'll get to that. I'll get to that. So I kind of hope that they don't release his name, because there's really nothing that you can do to this guy that he's not doing to himself.
That's not coming back from this.
Like, you can't, like, he's already beating himself up so much. It's really, and it's worse that it's a Japanese company, because they're really good about shaming if you're not doing your job right.
Let's see.
And this guy not only not did his job right, but he is blocking the rest of the world from doing their job
right.
He has completely messed up the entire Eastern Hemisphere so far. And so I kind of hope that they don't release the name. But there's another side of me that hopes that they do, because this guy is a legend. I mean, you literally only had to drive straight. It's a straight canal.
Yeah.
So you literally just had to go straight through the canal. But what makes him even more of a legend is, apparently, if you follow his navigation, he was drawing a giant penis. And then, what's even funnier?
Did they verify that's actually what he was doing?
Well,
Look at it.
He didn't do it on purpose, though. They've actually said that he absolutely did not do this on purpose. So he's just out there drifting around. Actually,
he didn't do that on purpose.
They're saying that it's not done on purpose.
What is he doing?
They're saying that he was just like completely incompetent. Yeah, so we're showing the path that he took.
Look at all that space he's got in there.
Yeah, look at all those ships too. Like, wait, getting ready to go through there. This is outside of the canal, though. He didn't have even go in the canal yet. So he's doing this.
Oh, he got an ad from Godzilla vs. Kong.
Oh, did you?
Just
don't watch it. Unless you want.
Yeah, what's some spoilers?
Yeah, don't watch some. What's spoilers?
He's already watched it.
Well, he said it's already come out.
He's already watched it.
Yeah, this dude.
Yeah, no, that's
like they say officially. The official statement is he didn't do it on purpose. Like he's just like literally does not have control of this ship, and it just so happened to draw a giant dick in the middle of the Mediterranean.
Well, I mean, look at the way.
Yeah, see, it looks like he's just drifting. Like he's trying to get control of the ship, and he's not. I don't know if he's drunk.
This dude's like, hey, bro, you all right? What are you doing over here, guy?
Like, I'm fine. I'm just gonna roll up here through the Suez Canal. Well, see, look, like he has no idea what he's doing.
How?
And then he goes up, follow it.
You can't. He's doing it on his own.
Oh,
it's a YouTube video.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, this guy just drew a giant dick before wedging his boat in the Suez Canal.
Have they gotten it yet? Is there any word?
No, it's still stuck. Still stuck. As of what I looked up yesterday, from what I can tell, it's still stuck in the canal.
He looks like he's been giving his dog some vodka absolute. How long has this been stuck?
Just the fact that it's stuck there since last Thursday.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, for drawing a dog.
Is it still there?
I think
that's what I want to
there.
know. There's Forbes. They're probably gonna give me something.
But yeah, this dude. Just the fact that he's stuck in the Suez Canal, creating this major block on both sides, and it's hilarious. I feel sorry for the dude. That's hilarious. But the fact that he drew a giant penis out in the middle of the ocean before he went, and then
on accident.
Yeah, on accident.
Didn't do that on purpose.
Screw his ship, just blow it up. Dude, it's got a lot of stuff on it too.
And like, how do you wedge it in there? How do you do that? Like, it's literally, you just have to float down a straight line until you get to the other side.
You got stuck on Tuesday?
That was a Tuesday? Okay.
That's 2 days.
Okay, yeah. So
that's 2 full days.
Yeah.
You know, like last week, Thursday?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought they said Thursday, but maybe not.
Well, this is Forbes, so hopefully it's right.
Accurate.
Okay, several tugboats crowded around him for hours, according to tracking data. The ship blocked Suez Canal in both directions, causing other ships to wait for is it ever gearing or ever given to move before their passage. Government's Canal Authority and Taiwan-based ship operator Evergreen Marine did not immediately respond. We're a little busy.
Yeah. No, talk to us when we get up. It's a massive ship too. It was like the size of a skyscraper. Inside and height.
Yesterday, I bought a cock, and guess what it really was? Chicken? Hope. That's probably the strangest chat I've ever seen. Yesterday, I bought a cock, and guess what it really was?
You don't remember.
It's been an Absolute and Coke. So.
Yeah, with old that.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Coca-Cola to go with your vodka, right? Like the drink. Why do people always get a rubber chicken? I have no idea. I've never owned a rubber chicken.
Dude, I want one of those giant rubber chickens.
Oh, yeah.
That scream for like a minute.
Dude, Shannon, he's trying to sleep.
I was like, my name's not Shannon. What the fuck are you talking about?
My wife.
But yeah, I mean, it ended on well, funny for us. For them, for the people that are involved in it, I'm sure this is a nightmare. But for me, looking at it, it's hilarious.
Dog drawer.
You are correct. A male chicken is a cock.
Yeah.
How do you let something like this happen?
Like, how do you get it stuck in there?
It's a hiring squeeze. They're trying to get whoever they can to float these things.
Dude, this would have been a great job for us. Just sailing on a boat.
Go drive boats around. Yeah. No, I don't like the ocean.
See, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, you never did like waters.
Like if I lived like back then, like way back, I would straight up work on a ship.
A pirate.
Or a blacksmith. I would be a blacksmith or work on a ship.
I'd be just a Roman samurai. Roaming around stabbing people.
A quarter-mile long.
Dong.
The ship is a quarter-mile long.
They didn't show it like how, like what. I haven't even heard like how it happened. I don't think he knows how it happened either. I'm sure some intoxication was involved in that.
No, disinformation researcher John Scott Railton suggested the X-rated route of the boat, which was traveling from China to Rotterdam, was not intentional, describing it on Twitter as innocent but terrible luck.
He accidentally drew a dong in the ocean.
This dude says blocking the Suez Canal being a literal dick move.
Oh man.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was some bullshit. That's funny.
Be like that, yeah, I remember that guy over Texas that drew a giant penis in the sky on his airplane and pissed a lot of people off.
Yeah. Where was that at? Did you see that?
They were there.
When was this?
Like 3-4 years ago. People come out and door like,
out of here.
oh my god.
WGU is off.
Giant penis in the sky.
There's a dick in the sky.
I can't saw that. Tell him it's a rocket ship.
Your kid plays GTA 6 or 5 because 6 is never coming out.
It will. For the PlayStation 6.
Yeah.
You're probably not wrong.
And the Xbox Series X, 1X, Series X.
God, that's funny. I feel bad for that dude.
Like, he is not just fired, he is beyond fired.
He don't.
But the dude is a legend now. Like,
a legend of laughter.
Like, you can't.
There's no coming back from that.
Like,
He'll never.
On a global, he messed up on a global level, literally a global level that affects hundreds of countries.
There's no coming back from that.
You just change your name and move to Mexico or something.
There is no coming back from that.
Anyways, that's all I had. I just wanted to.
You got anything else?
Nothing else for me.
I have nothing else. I think that's it.
Yeah. It's for me too.
How do you draw a giant penis in the air in the ocean?
On accident.
On accident.
How you doing it on accident?
Man, how did it?
I have
That'd
a foot.
be kind of hard to do it on purpose, even. I think.
I hope you have 2 feet. If
Yeah.
not, that is very unfortunate for you,
Waves.
sir or madam. What is this?
Yeah, that's all. That's all.
What's a VR extension?
That's all we got for today.
Sir. But yeah, so we appreciate everybody coming out, hanging out with us. Thanks for the follows.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the chat, dude. We love when people chat. Hey, friends. Thanks for
Footman
everybody.
guy, we appreciate it. Yeah, we are definitely trying to grow. And we're learning as we go. Be back next week, maybe.
No,
all right, man. We look forward to it. Every Thursday at 8. We're trying to start doing more stuff on this channel, but we got to get somewhere where it makes sense first. Wait, what am I waiting for?
Wait. Maybe.
cheats. Cheers. Oh, I don't.
I'm out.
I still have a little bit. Cheers. That is not good room temperature.
It's not good room temperature. Okay.
We're eFFn Gaming.
I'm Cinemadrue.
I'm Jellyhewby.
I'm PsychoSid.
We're eFFn Gaming. Every time.
I do this every time.
Every time.
Anyway, I'm Jellyhewby.
I'm Cinemadrue.
I'm PsychoSid.
We're eFFn Gaming.
And you should be too.